everyone, in this video we will cover the current affairs. I am Nuzhat Sana. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GK Today Academy app. You can attend the quizzes on this app for better practice, and after that you can also read the detailed explanation of the questions you have missed. For regular updates, please check our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. For hard copy books, you can visit our website gktbooks.com. Okay. Also, our latest initiative is UPSC Prelims Test Series for 2021 and 2022 in GK Today Academy app. So if you are appearing in UPSC Prelims, you may consider joining this. So now, without wasting any further time, let's get started.
So today we'll be discussing most important current affairs for 3rd of June 2021. Starting with very first question, the Artemis Accord that was recently making news, an agreement for space exploration of New Zealand and which agency? First of all, what is Artemis Accord? Actually, it is an agreement with NASA and it was signed on 13th October 2020. Actually, NASA has made its plan to send humans to the moon by which year? 2024, and further from there to Mars as well. So this accord is an agreement by NASA, and this would ensure that space exploration would be in safe, sustainable and transparent manner in full compliance with international laws. So recently New Zealand has signed this, and with this New Zealand has become 11th country to accept it. And these are the 10 other countries who have joined this accord earlier. So it's USA, Australia, Britain, Canada, Italy, Japan, Luxembourg, South Korea, UAE and Ukraine. So before New Zealand, recently in May, South Korea has joined it as well. Fine. So you need to remember that New Zealand is the 11th country to join it. Now talking about NASA, it was in news because it is to be launched its first ever mobile robot by which year? 2023. And also few days back, Russia was in news. Why? Because Russia is planning to revisit the moon after 45 years with its Luna 25. In which year? In 2021 itself. Question number 2. The recently reported H10N3 is a strain of. So this is a strain of bird flu, and recently what happened is first ever human infection of this type of rare strain has been observed in which country? It's in China. And this case is confirmed in a 41-year-old man there. And this bird flu variant is supposed to be low pathogenic, means it will cause relatively less severe disease in poultry. And right now no other case of this type of infection has been reported in the whole world. This is just in China. Also in the starting months of this year, we have seen second wave of bird flu among the migratory birds at which place? Himachal Pradesh in Pong Dam Lake Wildlife Sanctuary. So here more than 5,000 birds were killed due to it. And why this lake is important? Because it is also an international Ramsar site. Also few months back we have seen avian flu. Where was it? It was in Rajasthan, and due to which there 50 crows died. And we celebrate our International Day of Epidemic Preparedness on which date? December 27. Why? So as to facilitate exchange of information and scientific knowledge that each country have. Fine. Question number 3. Which bank has recently published the economic research report EcoRap? So this one is the report of SBI, and in this report SBI has predicted that India's GDP will grow at 7.9% for financial year 2021 to 22. Actually before it, earlier the report predicted growth of nearly 10.4%, but now due to second wave of COVID-19 pandemic it has decreased, and now it says that the GDP growth would be nearly 7.9%. Talking about SBI, you would have heard about a name, Padma Kumar Madhavan Nair. Who is he? So he used to be Chief General Manager in charge of stressed assets of SBI, and now he has been appointed as CEO of BAT Bank. What is BAT Bank? So first of all, it is proposed entity of NARC, which means National Asset Reconstruction Company. Actually what BAT banks do is they take over bad assets of lenders and try to resolve them. Fine. And these entities will sell their non-performing assets to these bad banks at market price. And also, chairman of SBI right now is Dinesh Kumar Khara. Fine. Question number 4. Japanese player Naomi Osaka plays which sports? So it's extremely easy question because Naomi Osaka is a personality who is always in limelight and she plays tennis. So she is the leading tennis champion. And why this time she is in news? Because she has announced that she would withdraw from French Open. And also said that she would like to spend some time away from the court. And why she had done so? Because she has confirmed that media interaction was affecting her mental health. That's why she would boycott the mandatory post-match press conferences that held there. So she said that it is very disturbing and that's why I would not like to participate in it due to my mental reasons. So that's why French Open have imposed a penalty of $15,000 on her and that's why she is in news. Apart from it, Naomi Osaka ranks number 1 by Women's Tennis Association. Also, she is the first Asian to hold top ranking in singles and she has won Grand Slam Single Championship 4 times. Now, when you read this name, Australian Open should come in your mind instantly because this year she was the winner in women's singles and talking about men's singles, the winner was Novak Djokovic. Now, can you tell me Novak Djokovic belongs to which country? Do let me know in the comments. Question number 5. What is the theme of World Milk Day 2021 observed recently on 1st June? So every year, 1st June is celebrated as World Milk Day by FAO of United Nations, means Food and Agricultural Organization. And I have many a times told you about the headquarters of this organization. Please answer me in the comments. So first time we have celebrated this day in 2001 to recognize the importance of milk as a global food and to cherish the dairy sector as well. So this year theme was sustainability in the dairy sector. And who is the father of White Revolution which is associated to milk? It's Dr. Varghese. And few days back I have told you that there are different personalities regarding father of Green Revolution for India and for world. So here answer is 2 different names. Can you tell me? And one last question for you. You have to tell me with what thing Brown Revolution is associated to. So these are the 3 questions which you have to tell me in the comments. Question number 6. In context with recent news of Goa, what does the abbreviation GIFT stand for? So recently, state government of Goa has constituted a think tank and named it as GIFT, which means Goa Institute for Future Transformation. So actually this institution would assist, advise and guide the state government on various policy matters and welfare decisions. So actually the function of GIFT would be similar to Niti Aayog there. And you have to tell me who is the current CEO of Niti Aayog. Talking about Goa, Goa was in news because it has launched its solar-based electrification program to bring electricity using renewable energy to all the rural areas or those places where grid connectivity is not possible. Fine. And also Goa was in news because it is the 6th state to complete urban local bodies reform through which now it will get some sort of financial assistance. Fine. Here CM is Pramod Sawant and Governor is Bhagat Singh Koshyari. Question number 7. Which country has recently come up with a policy for 3 children as against the present 2 children limit? So it's none other than China. Recently it has announced that it would permit all the couples to have 3 children now. So earlier this limit was 1 child policy in 2016. Why? Due to increasing and accelerating population out there. But soon they converted this policy into 2 child policy. And now as per latest census rules, country has seen birth rate declining and it has seen that birth rate grew only by 0.53%. So this is the reason why China has decided that it will increase this limit up to 3 children now. Talking about USA, Here birth rate is increased by 7.4%, and this is the second slowest growth of US population since Great Depression. And also few days back there were some dolphins which were in news who are endangered as well. So these are endangered Irrawaddy dolphins. So their count have been seen increasing these days. And where does they lie? They lie in Chilka Lake. Chilka Lake is a brackish water lake situated in Odisha. Now question number 8. Which country has hosted the P4G Summit 2021? First of all, what is P4G? So it's partnering for green growth and the global goals 2030. So here you have to remember what does these 4G stands for. And recently it has been organized in South Korea at Seoul. So actually it is an acceleration event for promoting market-based partnerships to build sustainable and resilient economies. And this year theme was Inclusive Green Recovery towards Carbon Neutrality. Talking about some more summits and conferences, there was first ever Employment Working Group meeting, means EWG meeting, which was hosted by India. So in this meeting, various type of issues were discussed, like how to formalize the labor market as well as what is the role of women in these sectors. And also just one day ago, BRICS Foreign Ministers meeting was held, and who hosted it? India, obviously. As I have told you that from 2021, India has taken over the presidency of BRICS committee, and that's why whatever conferences and summits BRICS will conduct, the host will always be India this year, okay? Now question number 9. What was India's fiscal deficit for 2020 to 21 as per the CGA data? According to CGA, India's fiscal deficit for this year was at 9.3% of GDP. Now a question arises, what do you understand by the term fiscal deficit? See, actually total revenue minus total expenditure is called as fiscal deficit. Or you can say it better, TE minus TR means total expenditure minus total revenue. So it is a type of indication of total borrowings which is needed by the government. And you can also say that it is a condition when expenditure of government exceed its revenue for a fixed period. Now earlier what happened is finance minister has predicted that this year it would be near 9.5%. But in real it is 9.3%. So as per CGA data, the revenue deficit stood at 7.42% for this year. Now what is revenue deficit? Actually it occurs when what you have realized is less than what you have projected, okay? So this happens when actual amount of revenue does not correspond with your budgeted revenue, fine? So here correct answer is 9.3%. Question number 10. Which institution implements the Horticulture Cluster Development Program? So this has been launched by our Union Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar, and it is implemented by National Horticulture Board. So this program has been launched on a pilot basis in 12 clusters covering 11 states or union territories. So this is a central sector program implemented by NHB. And why it has been done? So as to make our horticulture cluster globally competitive. Because we have seen that there is a need to develop such clusters throughout India, which will help the farmers with a small size of holding to develop and grow. So here this keyword is very important, pilot basis. Question number 11. As per the estimates released by the National Statistical Office, what is the GDP growth of India for 2020 to 21? So recently NSO has released the provisional estimate of annual national income with quarterly estimates. So as per this report, India's GDP grew 1.6% in fourth quarter, means from January to March. In the previous quarter, there was a growth of 0.5%. Hence, the GDP has contracted to a record of 7.3% for full financial year, that is 2020-21. So talking about last year, the contraction was 8%. So this year we have seen a very slight and marginal improvement, but yes, there is an improvement. So final GDP for full year is 7.3%, which is in negative also, means it has been contracted, okay? Question number 12. With reference to COVID, what are Kappa and Delta? What are these terms? These are new labels for COVID variants. So recently WHO has announced these COVID variants in Greek alphabets, which is Kappa and Delta. So Delta is for B1.617.2 and Kappa is for B1.617.1. So please remember, Delta was first found in India, but Kappa was found in other countries earlier, then later on it came to India as well. Fine. Now in the previous lecture we have talked about aspergillosis. What was it? It was a type of fungal infection, okay? So it is related to fungi. And few days back Thailand was in news. Why? Because Thailand has announced that it would test its coronavirus vaccine on which animal? On monkey. Fine. So do remember that these are new labels for the COVID variants. Question number 13. As per the NRC annual index of the 10 most neglected displacement crises, which country has the highest number of crises? So this report has been released by Norwegian Refugee Council and it has published its annual index of 10 most neglected displaced crises in the world. So highest number of crises were seen in Democratic Republic of the Congo, that is DRC. Here 2 million of people were displaced last year and it has the world's most neglected number of displaced people, okay? Actually African countries dominated this year's list, wherein DRC was followed by Cameroon, then Burundi and Venezuela. But the highest number of crises was seen in DRC itself, okay? Question number 14. Which technology company launched the Asia Pacific Cyber Security Council? So it is the first ever council of Microsoft there. And why it has been set up? To build a strong communication channel for addressing cyber threats which are accelerating at a rapid pace. So the council has policymakers from many Asian countries which are supplied by cyber security professionals. And recently, one company was very much in news, which is USA based Colonial Pipeline Company Transport. So actually this company provides 45% of petrol and diesel in the east coast of USA. But it has been forced to shut down. Why? Because of a cyber attack by a group called Dark Side. So right now it's not working. Also there was a report which says 1 in every 2 Indian experiences cybercrime in the last 1 year. Okay. Coming to last question. Pandit Deen Dayal Energy University that was in news recently is in which state? So this lies in Gujarat. Actually Gujarat government has decided to grant Center Excellence status to 7 universities there. So which are they? First one is your Pandit Deen Dayal Energy University. Then second is Nirma University. Third is CEPT University. Fourth is Ahmedabad University. Fifth is University of Science and Tech. And the last one is Marwadi University. So these are from Gujarat and their CM Vijay Rupani have gave in principle approval to grant. Now Gujarat was in news for 2 things. Because there was fire in Shatrunjay Hills Reserve and also there was a dragon fruit which was renamed as Kamalam. And Gujarat government has completely patented it. Now moving on to today's quiz part. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from past 2-3 days current affairs and you have to tell me the answer of each question. So first of all, pause the video here and try to answer the questions. At the end of the video, you have to answer me how much you have scored, okay? So do not cheat and please be honest with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These are the important news and events from today and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then stay tuned and please give a thumbs up if you like the content. Also don't forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.